Are we good?
Hello.
Yes, it's us. We're good.
We're finally here performing for you.
If you know
No.
the song, you
No.
can join
No. Bad.
in.
Put your hands together.
God damn it.
Stop. You're gonna get stuck in our heads. Okay, so it's Blades in the Dark time again.
All right,
Shit.
our audio levels are fine, but also, how could you, Breadmaster?
What'd he
I
do?
can't believe you would besmirch the good name of the DK rap.
No.
There's a time and place.
Hey, somebody post in the thread, and not Fefner this time because she's the adult who's always posting in the
Here I
thread.
go.
No.
I gotta post it.
I said not Fefner this time. I'm gonna give you a demerit. 15 points from Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, whatever the fuck it is that you are. 15
Black
points
Eagles.
from Slytherin. No, 15 points from Black Eagles. That's right. Okay, so it's time to start a clock. You've got to figure out what you're doing this time. Where are the
Wouldn't
clocks?
the clock start once we have a thing to achieve?
Yes.
If you don't have anything, then there's no clock.
There's mysterious stuff going on in the town of Issei. Always. And you're on the hunt for a new job. Because your last job went amazingly well, and there are shards of a mirror. Oh, did Kalari inform the team of the fucked up mirror?
Yes, I did tell him everything about that.
Okay.
It felt kind of dangerous, so I didn't stick around.
Even your bird was like, nope. It's not talking now, by the way. It's just sitting there being a bird. Vandal is preening itself and minding its own business, but it's time for another job. It's been maybe a few days, like 3-4 days. Damn it. Okay, fine. So it's been 3-4 days probably. You've had some downtime. You've all recovered for the most part from your stuff. I want to make another handout where we just kind of keep track of everybody's like stuff. So we're gonna just call this stuff for right now. And this is just basically any weird shit that happens to you goes here. So if I say you get like a sprained ankle, just write down name. I spelled weird wrong. There we go. Name sprained ankle in players' journals. All players can be edited by all players. This way we can keep track of what I do to you. There we go. Cool stuff down here. There. Okay, so it's time for another job. Funnily enough, some people have been coming into town missing a leg just below the knee and complaining about the forest that they travel through where they're getting their leg cut off.
They're just complaining about it?
They're like, they're screaming in pain, and they're like, somebody do something about these things cutting our legs off.
Is it always the same leg?
No, it's one or the other. Sometimes both.
Has it ever been two?
Yes, sometimes.
Okay.
I just said sometimes both.
Oh no.
Are they like do we have any specifics?
Somebody's getting their legs cut off.
Like, do they know like where in the forest or what is doing it?
They can't see it because of the tall grass.
Okay.
It's up in the bamboo forest where all the stuff is going. And guess what? People watching the stream, you get to see what they are because I forgot to upload the pogs. So I'm going to do it now.
Okay.
Well, we need a trap, and for that we need bait. So we need a giant spider. We will not be able to resist something with that many legs.
Well, you can always go to the forest and check out what's going on in the forest.
You know, I think
would probably be easier.
Actually, yeah, an octopus is a lot.
before we do that, we are, technically do have to make money. So, is there a local magistrate?
There is. Do you want to go to him?
Um, would he know anything about my former line of employment?
What was your former line of employment again? You were a scammer, right?
I do many things, but yes, and also something of a fixer.
How big is your reputation?
I would say it used to be a lot bigger, but everyone also knows that I'm kind of on hard times now.
All right. Well,
maybe
then
maybe I should go because I'm a veteran.
Yeah, we do need
You-
to be
you-
paid for
you-
this sort of thing.
Yeah, we could. One of us can go and see if they're willing to offer a reward if we can deal with this problem.
Right. That sounds great. Go do that. Let's take you there. Wait. I have to grab your pogs first. Hold on. I almost hit delete instead, and that would have sucked ass.
And then we died. The end.
Hey, your rival's here.
I can't believe you. I mean, I can, but I
Is
can't.
that Utna?
No.
No, that's Mikage.
I can't believe that Mikage is here.
From Utana.
Like
Okay,
the
I was
worst
close at
version.
least.
They both have pink hair, so I can see how you'd be confused.
See, I'm not 100% sure what Fefner was reacting to. I sort of assumed it was my thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Marcus here too.
Sitting at their desk, looking
It's the
at
constable from Avatar.
yes.
Hello there, Avatar.
Well then,
Looking
those
sitting.
of us who are a little more respectable in our profession should probably handle this.
Yeah, I think that's probably wise.
Ito, Kosi, I hope is how it's pronounced. Ito notices you and makes eye contact with you and narrows his eyes and does the I'm watching you kind of gesture.
Wait,
Yeah,
to-
let's
to
go
which-
see the magistrate. Let's go. Come on, everyone. Right now. Everyone who's going, let's go.
The magistrate has one of the mirror shards and he is looking at it very closely.
So who's taking point with him?
I'm not
You're
really a talker. That's not me. I moved the wrong pog.
you're the slide.
Okay, I guess I'm taking point. Um,
I'm just here to be reassuring.
before I actually approach him directly, I'll make sure that I talk to any attendant he has so that he knows that I'm coming.
Right, of course. There is his attendant is Kosei Ito, who's sitting here he's got an inbox that's just full of paper. And then like an outbox that has like one or two sheets in it. And he's like feverishly trying to do this paperwork.
Yeah, that's quite the paperwork you got there.
I would say you seem very busy.
Oh, yes, I'm an important person here. Gotta fill out all these loan applications.
That you are, as after all, it is a new age with a new emperor. Speaking of new things,
Long live the emperor!
Long live the emperor, emperor of the people. I love Emperor Meiji, but anyway, so I can't help but notice that we have a problem in town. The people who keep being dislegged. And I was
Dislegged?
wondering, yes, and I was hoping to give a proposal to fix that problem to your employer.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course, we'll just have to fill out the right paperwork. And he reaches down through his desk and he says, but I noticed that you're traveling in some pretty poor company. And he narrows his eyes and looks back down through the window at Asti.
Well, I will not comment on the relative merits and honors of my companions. It seems a bit rude, but she will just like take it as soon as he like not even bother to let him like pass it to her.
Just snatch it. Of course.
and hoist it onto whoever's closest.
It would be
Give me
Kalari.
that.
There you go. Turn around, slap into your hands, turn back around. It's like, so I'm hoping you get us in momentarily. This is
Oh,
a
of
matter,
course,
of
you're
great
going
importance.
to have to pay the processing fee, he says, looking at Ashi.
Okay. She's gonna kind of lean in a bit and say, well, don't you think that's a little bit, inefficient in these times? We have a
Oh.
problem that is immediately affecting our happy little our community's ability to be economically viable.
It's true. It is harming the laborers, and
And
I'm sure.
if our community is not economically viable, there'll be a lot less money for officials.
All right. So your goal here is to convince him. Go ahead and make a roll.
All right, what am I rolling here?
So state your goal and then choose your action rating, the skill you're using.
I'm trying to convince him to. I think I'm trying to sway him in order to get him to waive the fee and just move us into immediately talking to the local magistrate.
Okay. Yep. This is I'm gonna say this is a controlled position. And I'm gonna say that the outcome will probably be like a standard outcome.
All right, and I'll just push sway here.
Yeah.
And push position controlled.
Yep.
And submit. Effect standard. Bonus dice 0.
Unless you want one, you can push yourself.
I think I'm gonna wait on that.
4-2. Okay, so the 4 is the highest. So that is a hold on. A 4 is it's a partial success. He'll give you the paperwork to fill out, and he'll cut the fee in half. But first, he wants an apology from Ashi for the insults back in school. The consequence. I can inflict consequences on other people, right? When you fuck up, or do they have to be on you?
I imagine
You can do it on
the
me.
party.
It's fine.
Consequence.
I mean, if you want me to blackmail him about it, I could definitely do that.
Oh, you can go ahead and inflict a condition on me. That's fine. I
Yep.
like it.
You are shamed for all of the abuse in school that he was inflicted upon him by you.
Remember, this is like the Japanese shame. It's not, you're not necessarily ashamed.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Okay,
Fine. I'm sorry, Kosei.
You should be. He hands the paperwork over to Yumi. Here you go.
We're still friends with that Echo, right?
You are friends with that
I want
Echo?
to just put that Echo in a bag, walk in here and open up the bag and leave.
Okay.
I don't think it would like to be shoved in a bag like that.
Yeah, you gotta move it. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to uproot its tree. You're gonna have to put its tree in here.
Big pot.
All right, yeah,
roll it down
fine.
here in a cart.
Just so you know, that kind of work would be very expensive.
That'll be the stinger for the campaign.
Yes.
I mean, I'm down for it. Okay, so
We've already solved the problem. We don't need to do this. This is
Yeah,
just...
you fill out the paperwork. He takes it
His
and he motions you away. Like go. I have so many loan applications to fill out. And he goes back to what he was doing. And please, phone, don't do this to me.
all right, so I guess we will go in and see the actual magistrate.
Yep, go see the constable.
All right, so is he in a talking mood?
He is utterly fascinated with the shard as you enter, and as you enter, Kosei calls it out or pokes his head in and says, "Sir, your royal whateverness." I like how Hijitaka.
Magistrate.
Yes, Mr. Magistrate. San, I don't know. You have some guests, and then he goes back to his desks. So the magistrate puts down the shard. He opens up a shelf. He opens up a shelf in his desk, and then he opens up a safe in the shelf in his desk, and he puts the shard in the safe. closes the safe, spins the dial, and then looks up at you and folds his hands in front of himself and says, "Hello, how can I assist you this fine day?"
I bow very deeply and say, it is of course an honor to see you, sir. Um, n- I'll go right to business because I respect your time.
Of course, of course.
And of course, I also respect the sharp that you have. I've heard of others
Oh
like
gosh,
it.
his
If you're
eyes
ever
narrow.
looking for another one,
Oh, is that so? Well, I happen to be collecting them. And he smiles. Oh, by the way, Sensui, are you hiding?
No, she's just like casually outside the door waiting.
Okay, so you're not in the room, visible. Okay, good.
No.
There's no room with these 2 bowls inside.
Yep.
yes. I don't have any in my possession at the moment, but if you would like to send me a messenger at some other time, we can of course work out an arrangement. But that's not why I'm here today.
You're here about the legs, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, it is becoming something of a problem, and I believe it is probably bad for all of us in the long run.
Yes.
So
I've sent some soldiers out, of course, to handle the situation. They came back without legs.
yes, well, I was wondering if you might be interested in a bit of a mutually beneficial proposal. My associates and I do have some experience with the more odd kind of problems, and we would be happy to help solve this one.
I would be happy to have your assistance. What's it gonna take to grease these wheels? He drums
Out of
his fingers together.
Out of character, I do not know how money works well enough to say an amount, but I want to say a moderate amount, not a lot.
Yeah,
It would
one or
be-
two coin. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm basically going to say 2 coin.
Yeah. All right. He squirms a little at that and says,
It is very, very dangerous.
Assuming you come back with your legs, 2 coin is sufficient. You have my permission to go to those woods. And while you are, do make sure to not to pass out the way you came in, and not go exploring around this place.
Of course, I understand. We'll be on our way then.
Of course.
Your blessing.
I look forward to hearing from you. And he dismisses you. The bulls, or the ox bull, whatever, they're statues. Just they're big, like golden statues. They're not actual brown bulls.
I like the idea that he just had live oxen in here for no reason.
He's going on the Oregon Trail. All right, so you're gonna head out to the forest.
Yep.
All right, I have to remove some pogs that I put on here to test this map. Don't mind these two.
My God, they're giants.
Also, the grid is on here. Get out of here, grid. Hold on a minute. I said no grids. No grid.
No gods, no grids.
There you go. Okay. You enter the woods and it's time to start the clock. This is a thick bamboo forest where it's blossoming and it smells nice, and the wind is blowing and rustling the grass, and the grass comes up to like your mid chest, like just underneath, just above the gut.
Well, this seems like a good place to attune.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what's lurking around this grass, because I just get the feeling.
Yep.
So I'm going to just be looking out for ghost things. Don't know what this is, because it could be, controlled, but it also could be risky. The point is, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, and I want to make sure we're not just about to get our legs chopped off.
This is a bit risky because you are about to get your legs chopped off.
All right.
So let's have a risky roll, and I don't have the thing open, so I'm not exactly.
2.
Yeah.
Not 23. D6.
You have a 6? Yep. Well,
I got a 4.
You got a 4, so that's some consequences. All right, I don't have the thing open that says like what I'm supposed to give you, but so you like sense in the area, and as you do, you kind of in the back of your head, you kind of hear the Jaws theme as like that the way the grass like kind of splits and rustles as things are moving through it, like a shark through the ocean, right? But there's no fin until you see just the glint of a blade, of a sharp
here's
razor
Zach.
blade. Right? And it swipes at your legs.
Ah,
And you get a cut on your leg, and it cuts pretty deeply. But a 4 is not like it's a deep cut, but it's like a superficial cut. But it's not enough to take off your leg.
oh, she did succeed. So,
But you see them. Wapow. These are Kameitachis. They are razor weasels that cut your legs off.
Also, I can't move my pog around, but
Oh, can't you? Shit.
nope, none of us can. Good job, Jenner.
but yeah, I feel like I just attune. I feel I'm coming
Whoops.
close, so I'm just like,
What layer are you on? Oh, okay, I know why. You're on the map layer. Whoopsie.
so I'm just going to immediately warn Hijikata about this because he seems like he'd be the most. He seems like a veteran for this sort of thing.
Yep, so Hiji, what would you like to do about these razor weasels? They're coming right for you. And
They're here,
a four I said was a standard effect, so that's 2 on the clock. So you have a 3 to 1 right now.
I'm gonna stab it.
Okay. So your goal is to do damage to these razor weasels.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your dice. I'm gonna say that this is risky. Because by the way, Fefner, you picked controlled, but that's fine. This is risky, and it'll have a standard effect, so another 2 ticks.
Fefner didn't use the rolling.
Oh, that would be
Digit.
what? Oh, okay. 4 and 2, so same thing. So you will tick the clock up 2 because you got your effect. So we are at 5 of 10. You're all rolling pretty well.
I got something.
Good. And which weasel are you striking with your sword, or what is it that you do exactly? Describe to me so I can.
Sword.
Okay, so which weasel are you striking? Because they all
The
have
green one.
The green one. Okay, so you slash the green weasel with the sword, and I mean, are you aiming for any part in particular? The chest, the
legs.
the legs.
How do you like it, huh? How do you
I
like
don't.
it?
Okay, well, it slices you back and it gets one of your toes, so you are missing. You lost a toe. But you can just put that back on. It'll be fine. We'll just stitch that back on after the fight. Okay, Kalari, it's your go. You are at.
All right, so I planned ahead. I scouted this area in advance, and I set traps for these weasels. So I knew this is where we would fight them.
Okay.
Is this a thing you can do?
Yes, anything is basically you can like have like I did this thing in advance to make this happen, or I had this plan. This instead of like planning everything in advance, you just make it up as you go. But you can
Yep.
always be like,
Yep.
yes, I have the key to the vault. I got it this way.
How did you keep from getting razored by the razor weasels while you were setting
Well,
up these traps?
This was much earlier.
You brought a distraction. Tell me you brought a distraction.
No, I basically I covered myself in mud and like grass and
Oh,
and
like
leaves
the
and stuff,
Arnold
so
and
I
the
looked like a
Predator.
bush.
Of course.
Camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna use hunt to set a trap.
Okay.
Have set a trap in the past.
Right. Still risky. Go ahead.
Standard effect.
Yep.
I'm gonna push myself on this.
Okay. Oh, you got a rousing success. Wow, you guys are, you folks are rolling extremely well. So you gain some additional advantage. So what is the trap?
Are the trees around here? Or is it just like grassland?
There are trees around here.
Forest,
Well,
right?
it's
It is
like
definitely
bamboo
one of those-
trees.
One of those like it's bamboo, so it's definitely one of those like tie a snare to a tree and bend it over type traps.
Yeah.
So now one is like up in the air, like hanging from it.
Yeah,
upside
you
down.
take one out. Which one do you want to take out?
Let's take out the top one.
Okay, the one that's smoking or whatever.
Yeah, smoking.
Get rid of the smoker. All right, he is out. They chitter.
Just as planned.
Yeah, they chitter, extremely upset, and they swarm towards Yumi. Yumi, you are being swarmed towards by 2 razor weasels. Well, actually, one will swarm towards you, and one will swarm towards Ashi.
So, I have a thing that I'm not sure. I have a thing called I have trance powder and something called a spirit bane charm.
These are evil spirits.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to banish a fool.
Is that a tune?
I'm gonna say it's a tune because that seems to be the quote.
All right, you're gonna try and banish the one that is the one that's smoking is this one. I'm sorry, whatever. The gray one is down. You're gonna banish the one that is smoking.
Yeah, I'm going to try
The one in the fedora.
I'm going to try to slap a charm on it and hope that that's enough to either banish it or convince it to flee.
Okay, let's see that attune roll.
All right. Risky?
Yep, still risky.
Okay, I'm good.
Still standard effect though.
Okay, I'm going to push myself. How many bonus dice is that?
Just one.
Okay.
You could always make a deal with the devil.
I don't know what that is.
And somebody once told me. A 4.
That's
okay.
Damn.
You get sliced in the arm, and you go down a little bit, like you disappear beneath the grass for just a second as they scuttle over you and trying to saw at your leg, but because they're like it's on top of you trying to saw at your leg with the razor, you can slap your little paper on its head and utter your thing, and you bind him like spectral chains shoot up out of the ground and they chain him up.
All right, I'm assuming that I can scurry away from that.
Yeah, you can scamper away. And you are at a 9 out of 10, I believe. 7, 8, 9. Yep. So you're almost done.
So 2 of these guys are dealt with.
So
And they've
Ashi
both
just
been like subdued, not killed.
yes.
We gotta take proof back to the magistrate.
Yep.
Right. So what I'm saying is we don't need this guy. So I have an ability. Let me look up exactly what it says.
Wait. Didn't Hijikata kill the? No. It got.
You
Yeah.
said it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, it's true. Go on.
I have the ability Ghost Fighter, which lets me imbue weapons with spirit energy, which gives me potency in combat versus the supernatural.
Nice.
And I have a gun.
Wow, you too?
So I'm not getting anywhere close to this guy. I imagine he's just it's just a fucking gag from Indiana Jones.
He's whizzing
He's
towards
just
you with
dancing
his
around with
razor
his
out.
razors.
Yeah.
And Asahi just pulls out a pistol and fires.
Yep.
All right. I think that's skirmish.
Yeah, it sounds like a skirmish to me.
All right. Guessing this is risky.
Yep, still risky, still standard effect, though you only need a limited effect to win.
All right. Does the potency thing give me a bonus die?
Oh, yes, sure, why not? Yeah.
I don't know what else it would do.
Yeah, might as well.
So actually, hunt is ranged. Skirmish is melee.
Okay, so you're gonna do a hunt.
If you're up close, you can still use skirmish.
Yeah, you could still use. Yeah, he's made a good argument for skirmish.
I get close and shoot him.
Yep. You wait for him to get leap towards you, and then you just go pow.
And if I push myself, how many stress do I add? 2?
2 stress,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do that.
Oh
Nice.
wow,
You
nice.
got a 6.
So, I mean, describe to me how you just bust this ghost.
Well, as it approaches me, it's waving its arms around, showing its razors off. Asahi does not really move. He stands stock still, does not draw a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the Kamatichi charges him, he pulls out his pistol and shoots it before it reaches him. I imagine like the its body is still charging forward, so it like puts a knot. It notches the gun for me, so I don't need to put a notch in it.
Yes, it does. The blade goes so close to your leg, but yeah, all right. You gun this thing down. It is no more. The cutters killed things. Who would have thought? You've got one bound up in chains, and also with some searching around, you find their stash of legs that they took.
Let's stay away from that.
I'm not touching that.
We really should bring those back as further proof that we solved this problem.
Not it.
Not it.
Kalari, it sounds like you volunteered.
Actually, there might be a better way to prove it. Let's try bringing back their actual sickles.
The razor,
I mean,
yeah.
We have one that's alive hanging from that rope right there.
Yeah, you have one hanging from the rope, and you have one that is bound up in the chains.
That's true. Can we move the actual? Can
Yes.
we move them with it? Okay. I'm really asking like, do we? Because I'm not sure that we would know technically how to seal them because none of us are like a priest or anything.
I mean, Michiko might be able to get them, but
All right. Yeah. If we could take them back, then I would say, yeah, let's take them back and prove that we stopped something.
okay.
We only need one, right?
I tie them both up with normal ropes.
Yep.
And take away their razors.
Yep. The razors are like they feel like feather light when you lift them, and they are deadly sharp. Like just even like looking at the blade is cringy.
Oof.
All right, I'm gonna pull these dudes off the map for right now, and I'm gonna grab all of you, and so you're gonna drag them back into town.
I'm gonna drag them back and a bag full of legs.
Okay, a bag full of legs. Great. The legs are. Sorry, go ahead.
So I think it would make sense for Asahi to be the one carrying the spirit because he is magic.
Of course.
He's the ghost handler.
You got 2 of them wrapped up in a big old bundle.
Hijikata, I mean, you got one here that you guys don't need. Do you wanna? It's just hanging from a tree right now, chittering and hissing and spitting.
Yeah, I'll let him hang.
Nice. Okay. So you head back to, well, the legs need to be dropped off at Rao's clinic. You can just do that. No need to Rao's
Explain what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just throw a bag full of legs in and leave.
You just throw them right through the window shatters, and you just go scampering like some kind of prank. Oh, hold on a minute. I need to. Whoops.
I leave them there in a way that is extremely frustrating for him.
Right. Yeah, because you don't like him. I forgot.
I appreciate the work he does.
Just
but I
loose
don't like
legs.
him. Well, in a bag.
So back to the
I
jail.
imagine like you walking around the clinic hiding legs in different places.
I would never do that. It's not honorable.
Once again, you need to check with Ito, Kosei Ito, to get audience with him, but you've brought a freaking shackled razor weasel and 3 razors with you, so...
Here, give him the paperwork.
It says, hello, Kosei-san. Of course, I understand if you want us to sit and do the paperwork again, but we will have to have this nice, lovely little yokai in the office while we do so. You
Oh,
understand?
whoops, Butterfingers. I dropped the razor and it cuts through the leg of his chair.
It absolutely does. And he tumbles, he goes boom to the ground. He's ah!
Oh, that's so sharp.
Do be careful. Do be careful. We wouldn't want anything missing after this.
Just go!
Of course.
So you bring him in before the magistrate.
Throw him on the table in front of him.
Of course.
Done.
Bow. My, are these kametaches? I've heard legends of these. You'll do fine in the dungeon. And he has a guard like grab it and drag it away as it and as they open the door, Asahi, you can look through and you can see there are already some people occupying these cells.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Do I recognize any of them?
You recognize your rival Ark.
Oh my god.
They're throwing ghosts in jail now. How quaint.
Yeah, like that's gonna hold the Kamitachi. Like the second the shackles break, that thing's just gonna slide through the walls and go right back to chopping off legs.
Well, it doesn't have
Yeah,
a razor
before
anymore,
they put it in a cell, I am going to surreptitiously slap another
just
stealing charm
just
right on
reinforce
his
it.
forehead.
Yep.
Like, stay there.
Of course. So he pulls out the 2 coins and he says, "To whom am I giving these?"
I'll take that, please.
Oh, by the way, Hijikata, you are gonna have to go to Rao to get your toe reattached.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the cuts were so clean that it's really easy to put back on.
You are thanked for your good service. If you would kindly let the townspeople know, of course, that I allowed this to happen, that would be very, very good for me. And for
Of
you, of course.
Of course. I would think of nothing else.
The door, Asahi, shuts, and you see like Ark and Justice and Maslow like look at you, look at the rat, like look at the weasel, the razor weasel, and then look at you, and then look back at the razor weasel, and like anime sweat drops.
Hello, Ark.
Oh, hello, Yumi. Look, about
Is it a bit informal of you to be using that name? Hmm?
Oh, well, I thought we were closer than, but you're right, of course. Look, and then the constable says, "Hey, no talking to the prisoners."
Of course. How close can I get to him?
It depends on how close you want to get to him. You guys, I was trying to motivate this campaign to break these people out of jail. But I'm not exactly sure how to influence you, though Ark owes you money.
Okay,
and he's a friend of Ray's.
If somebody is willing to help distract that guard, if nothing else, I think that Yumi is uncomfortable with the idea of leaving people next to this thing.
Let me actually put a ball. Not that big. Not
Oh
that
my
big.
God.
Too huge.
He's like a Dark Souls boss.
He
Like,
is a Dark Souls boss.
She's a crook, but she's not like, evil.
Right.
That feels a little excessive.
I believe this character is from Demon Souls, but yes, he is from one of those games. So yes, who wants to distract the constable with some schmoozing or whatever? And also Kosei, so we're gonna need to distract both of them. So we're gonna need to split up the party, and I'm gonna start another clock.
Are you paying?
Who you
Alright,
asking?
I think I can distract Kosei just by existing near him.
I mean, It's not you that has to pay, Yumi. You can just make Ark and his crew pay.
Does the constable so he's probably got a little setup here. Does he happen to have any kind of drink?
He does have a liquor cabinet behind him, a wine rack. And liquor cabinet.
I'm going to try to convince the. Okay, if nobody thinks it's a bad idea, I'm going to try to convince the constable, the jailer, to have a bit of sake with me, so that I could slip trans powder into his drink.
Oh man. Okay. And Asahi, what are you gonna be doing? Or Asahi? I'm sorry.
Asahi.
Asahi.
The reason Kosei and Asahi are rivals is because Kosei is a former client, so I'm going to give him his bill.
Excellent. There you go.
All right. Let's get sways from both
Pay
of you.
me right now. No, I don't. You don't get to go back and pull out from the bank. Pull it out of your pocket.
Okay. Your role is controlled, Asahi. Your role is risky, Yumi.
How does one make a deal with the devil?
Oh gosh. Check out the basics of playing the game. And how does one make a deal with the devil? And Pfeffer just runs her fog away. Okay. Bonus dice and how to get them. A devil's bargain. PCs and blades are reckless scoundrels addicted to destructive vices. They don't always act in their own best interest. To reflect this, the GM or any other player can offer you a bonus die if you accept a devil's bargain. Common devil's bargains include collateral damage and unintended harm, sacrificing coins or items, betraying a loved one or friend, offending or angering a faction, starting and or ticking a troublesome clock, adding heat to the crew from evidence or witnesses, suffering harm, or other fantastic suggestions that you can make.
Well, I mean, I feel like you've been pushing for us to not have good relations to this faction, so I feel like this will probably end up being bad for us in the long run.
Yep, this will anger the faction and tick up one of the faction clocks. For sure, but it will also, I think, it will also cause some collateral damage because, how are you going to break these guys out of here? The devil whispers in your voice that he'll just remove some barriers. Well, she'll just remove some barriers.
That's gonna be all the doors, isn't it? Not just one of them.
Yes.
I have a plan to deal with this. Yes, I'll take it. Can I also push myself as well?
Yes, you can. You can do both.
All right, then I will do both, and I will attempt to would that be a consort or sway? I'm thinking that's gonna be sway.
It's either or. You can make an argument. I'm gonna say it's consort. Either way, you have the same dice. Or you could argue with me.
So, looking at the description for consort seems to be with connections, using your background, or rivals to gain access to resources, information, people, or places. Sway is more of a similar to charm, logic, deception. I'm trying to charm this guy into having some sake with me, just a bit.
Okay, go ahead and roll sway.
Okay.
I still said this was risky, right? Yeah, it's not desperate.
Yeah. Standard effect?
Yeah, standard effect.
Okay. Pushing myself to 2.
And to deal with the devil. Let's see how this goes.
Oh my
god. Oh gosh. So you got a 3.
Sorry.
What does a 3 mean? A 3 is
a failure.
An absolute failure. Things go poorly. You probably don't achieve your goal and you suffer complications too. Well, the constable will gladly drink with you. Come on in, have some drinks, and he'll keep pouring you drinks and he will not be drinking at all and you just get wasted.
Yeah, that actually sounds like her. So
and you're gonna, and now you never did write me up your thingy, but you're gonna tell him a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I have to look up this guy's name real quick to make sure I get him right. Oh boy.
Gotta give up that hot goss.
Meanwhile, which one of you, Kalari, Hijikata, or Sensui, is gonna be distracting the guard while I make Asahi roll against
No, I'm
roll.
at the doctor's. I'm not
Oh,
there.
oh yeah, you're at the doctor's. Okay, you're getting your toe sewed back on. We'll cut to you here in just a
I
minute.
don't even know what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, nobody explains, so I'm just waiting outside for everyone.
Well, there's a
Oh.
guard. So the building shakes because Yumi did make that deal with the devil. And
Fox always.
yep, and
Did you
Kalari,
feel that?
the razors that you have in your possession, one of them just shimmers away.
Oh, well, that was strange.
And then you hear a scream, and
Oh, dear.
those in the room will see that the legs of this guard are gone now.
The Weasel has escaped!
I really don't get paid enough for this.
I'm gonna use the snail icon for his legs being chopped off. And the Weasel grabs the legs, puts them in a pouch that it has, and then starts stitching up the wounds on his legs that he just cut his legs off at. And then the Weasel just runs out because here now is just an opening.
Oh, I want to try to take a shot at that Weasel who runs away.
Okay.
All right, I could probably help out.
Yeah.
I fucked up so badly.
So I forget how helping out works. I just roll.
You take a stress and give me a die, but you gotta tell me how.
2
you're
stress.
helping. No, 1 stress for helping.
1 stress for
Yeah.
helping, 2 stress for pushing yourself.
All right, so what are you trying to do?
Shoot the Weasel with my gun.
All right, what could I do to help that? So,
Pointed out, hey, it's that Weasel.
Get the guard out of the way, probably.
Yeah, get the guard out of the way.
All right, yeah. So I'm just going as the Weasel tries to run away. I'm gonna dash forward and just like shove the guard out of the way, just as the Weasel's done patching it up,
Yep.
just to make a clearer shot.
Yep. There you go.
All right. I am going to take out one of my pistols.
Since that was real quick, since that was a really big failure, I'm gonna give the entity 3 ticks, so it's at 4 to 1. Sorry, go on.
All right. So I have my 2 pistols. I always keep one loaded with the ghost bullets.
Yeah.
I take out that one, and I fire at the Weasel because
Okay.
there's no time for preparation here.
Yep. Nope.
It's all reacting.
Yep. So this is oh god, I don't want to say it's this is pretty. Why do I keep giving you the desperate rolls? This is pretty desperate,
All right.
and it's gonna be a standard effect.
Is it because I'm using the special ammunition for?
Okay, that's a good argument for it being just risky. And
No, I mean for the effect, not for the.
Oh, you want a great
I
effect.
looked it up, and potency stuff it's used to determine the effect.
Okay, well then
So I should have only gotten 3 dice, but
okay.
whoops.
Oh
We're
well,
learning.
we're learning. Okay, yeah, all right. I'll say this is a great effect if you
Alright,
get
and-
your shot off.
I would prefer that this Weasel does not get out into the city
Right.
because there's lots of legs out there.
Yep.
I'm gonna push myself too, and I'm gonna get
Okay.
two bonus dice.
Okay, I'm crossing my fingers for you.
That's it.
Oh
Nice.
wow! You hit it with the gun, and I blow one of its legs off.
Yeah, there's like I think it fires, and there's like it's like a purple blast of energy when it hits it, and just like a small explosion because it's a ghost bullet that hit a ghost.
And with a crit, I'm gonna say I said that was a great effect, so that's 3 ticks, right? So you're 4 to 4.
All right.
We still have, don't even worry about the roll that you were supposed to do with Kosei there, Asahi. It's gone to shit now. The constable has taken cover underneath his desk because the building is still rumbling.
I'm just yelling, the Weasel has escaped! The Weasel has escaped!
Or the Weasel
I'm
is
gonna try to
escaping.
stab it.
The Weasel's escaping, just so they know it's not us doing this, it's the Weasel that's doing it. It's not our fault it escaped. We handed over. It was the jailer's fault.
I mean, we're going to obviously say that the jailer jailer messed this up very badly.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's definitely on
absolutely.
him.
It's definitely on the jailer who has no legs right now, and the weasel is trying to run off with his legs.
Well, that's why he has no legs, because he mishandled the weasel. I tried to warn him, but he wouldn't listen to me.
You can call on the aid of your cohorts now. These are your cohorts from your crew, just so you know. These losers. So,
Oh, great, a bunch of nerds in jail.
well,
Just what I needed.
the doors are open now. So
All right,
the cohorts add +1 dice if you picked that for your crew.
we can decide
Yeah.
on that stuff later.
Yeah.
Ark's ass is grass, and also it belongs to me.
All right, so you're attacking the weasel, or you're attacking...
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm well, finesse and skirmish are both the same level for me, but I'm gonna be fancy and say finesse. Uh, Sensui's just gonna like flip over and stab him, I think.
Okay.
And okay, so
Parkour.
Finesse is more for like stealing than for attacking.
well, things can be a lot of things in
Oh,
Blades of
Yeah,
War.
things can be a
If
lot
you
of
can make
things.
the argument.
Yep.
You're right. Good point.
So, yeah, I'm gonna fancifully go over. Push myself does 2 stress, but gives me an extra die, which I'll need. Is there anything else that gives me an extra die?
You can
Get
call
help
in...
from the
You,
gang.
you could get help from your gang.
All right, that'd probably be 1 more stress then, right?
Yep. No. It's just...
No, you
it's
just
stress
get a
on...
die.
You just get a die from the gang.
All right. So 2, 3 then. Slash roll 3d6.
This is risky, just so you know. But
6,
you got a
nice.
6. All right. So, what are you doing to the sucker? Because that's I said it was a standard effect, right? Yeah. So that is 6 to 10, or 6 out of 10 for you. Hold on.
All right.
There we go.
So the weasel is attempting to make its way out. It's limping since it got shot and is now missing a leg.
Yeah.
And since we just from the guard dashes forward, just like jumps off the wall. Some people might say this flip is pointless, but it's actually very important. And then she just slashes the weasel over. He hits the wall, and just into Ark's fist. He hits the wall, and then Ark punches it.
Yeah, says Ark, doing like a fist pump, like getting really into it. And then he looks to Justice and Maslow, and they start to make their way out of the jail cell through the crack in the wall. So they are heading
suppose
out.
I should probably do something about that, but I'm really only getting paid for the weasel. And I'm going to start dragging the weasel back to the cell, I think.
Of course. The weasel is slashing out like wildly, but you rolled a 6, so you're fine. Asahi, what are you gonna do? And then we have to go over to Rao.
Part of me wants to just stay here and keep bullying Kosei, but if I heard any of this, I should probably go check this out. I am going to try and imbue the bars of a cell with my spirit energy to try and keep this ghost
Contained?
inside the cell.
Okay, that's going to be a tune. This is going to be risky to standard effect. So if you do it, you'll be at an 8 out of 10.
All right. Yeah, I guess this isn't combat, so I won't have the potency.
Yeah, no potency.
Well, I'm gonna have to push myself just to get any dice.
You could also get help from your spirit partner here, Maslow.
All right.
Because he's a ghost who's dead.
So that's 2. Does anyone want to help me?
I don't really have anything on me that can really help. I'm gonna go Demon Bane charm. I'll just like wave it in front of him to make him go, oh no. Give you some peace.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think it's pretty reasonable that we would have probably spread those charms to all of us, and as we were taking them back. because they're pretty effective.
All right, so are you helping me?
Yep.
Since we okay, so that's 3 bonus dice, so it's 3 dice.
I'm proud of you. You can do it.
Hooray!
Okay.
That's
Yes.
You cannot crit on something that you don't have any skill in, and you don't have any skill in Attune, right?
Right, and I also didn't get 2 6s, so I couldn't crit anyways.
Yeah. But well, I mean, but it is just an outright success. So you're pulling the one-legged weasel back into its cell and just binding the cell, and you successfully bind the cell, and you also successfully get the legs back.
Well, here you go.
Just
These
hand
are
the.
yours, I guess.
He's been screaming this entire time, by the way.
Maybe someone should take.
Point
him
of
to
order,
the
cuts
doctor.
from the Kamikaze are painless.
Oh, are they? Oh, well then he's just
He's screaming in fear.
Yeah, he's screaming in fear, and he's staring down at his missing legs, like what?
Don't worry, here they are. Just sort
I-
of shove them close because I don't really want to touch them that much.
I put his legs down, but I put them reversed. So the left leg is next to the right, and the
All
right
right.
leg is next to the left. Stump.
So over to where Rao is, because I want the last hit to come from Breadmaster. So you're in here getting your. Why are you here? You're not supposed to be here. Get out of here. You're not here. Go away.
Tiny Asahi. Oh.
Just
You're.
got the grid on.
Oh, goddamn grid. I said no grids. Sorry. Bow. There. Alright, so you're here getting your toe reattached, and Rao is being very attentive and, like, chatting you up and talking about how cool your sword is, when the weasel that was tied to the tree comes zooming in.
I shoot it.
Of course. So you...
Just point blank, I don't even bat an eye as it bursts the room, and I shoot it.
Well, it manages to take one of Rav's legs as you hit it. Maybe if you roll poorly.
No, I have its razor still.
No, the razor shimmers away.
Yeah, the one. You said one.
The other one shimmers away.
Okay, damn it.
Go ahead and roll.
I mean, the razors are its nails. They just grew back really quickly.
How about if he gets a partial success against the leg?
Yeah. If you get a partial success, he's getting Rav's leg. If you succeed outright, then you just kill this fucking thing. I'm going to say that this is a standard effect because that'll get you 10 out of 10, and this is risky. Or do you want it to be desperate? Do you want to argue that this is a desperate roll?
No, I'll take risky.
Okay, go for it. Oh,
Oh no!
Ooh.
Oh, you accidentally shot Rao in the head.
No.
Can't kill my rival.
You cannot kill the rival. So you take a slice at this, or you blast at this Kamiitachi, and it just like whirs, like it matrixes out of the way. It does the lean,
Cuts the bullet in half with its razor.
and then poof, off go Rao's legs, and Rao.
What does Rao have to say about this?
Rao, I mean, again, there's no pain from the Kamiitachi's slice, so Rao just looks down as the Kamiitachi
Hey, I need those.
starts sewing up its legs. I'm gonna give you a second turn, Hijikata. Before we go back to Yumi.
I have a funnier idea.
Oh, what's a funnier idea?
Could this? I mean, I imagine it takes one to sew a toe on. So what if this is like when one of us bursts in with the guard and the legs?
Yes.
Like, we need the.
Who wants to let's who should do it? Should it be Yumi?
It's very clearly me. It should be.
Okay, come on in, Kalari. I'll grab your pog real quick. Hold on. I almost deleted you.
And
Okay.
Imagine the guard is holding his own legs, and I'm dragging him by one.
Yes. So you rush in with the guard. I guess I'll pull in the guard's pog, but it's going to be very huge. Sorry. I don't know why the pogs are so huge. I think it's because without the grid, they don't snap to the grid, so they just come in huge.
Maybe.
Anyway, you drag in the guard and the legs, and you see this Kamiitachi currently sewing up Rao's legs, and Rao is just watching him like with fascination, right? Like this is.
I'm going to help whatever you're doing by throwing the guard at the weasel.
Okay.
He's got no legs, so what's the weasel gonna do? Nothing. Oh, mark a stress.
So you are at 6 of 10 with the weasel.
I'm gonna cut it in half.
All right. So both of you. Well, first of all, Kalari, go ahead and roll.
No,
roll
I just
your.
mark stress.
Oh, you
I'm
just.
just helping. This is just me
Oh,
helping.
okay. Okay, go ahead, Hijikata.
Get an extra die.
Yeah, you get an extra die.
That's better.
There
Nice.
you go. All right, so that's your 10 out of 10. So I'm guessing you just dispatch this weasel this time. Like you cut off its legs. You just Zendatsu it. Just like the Zendatsu thing pop up on your screen, and you just dice him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He goes down. You did it. Your toe is back on, by the way, and you're completely fine, just shoeless.
All right, there's your toe. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got to put my own legs back on.
That's pretty much what Rao says.
As he pushes the guard off him.
He pushes the guard off of him, and he scowls at Kalari and says, "More trouble, I see," because he's your rival, right?
It's not my fault that his legs got cut off.
You're always bringing trouble. You're always bringing injured people, and I'm always fixing your problems, Kalari. Foreigner. He spits.
How dare you? Storm out.
You're free to go, honorable citizen. He smiles at you, Hijikata.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
And he starts fixing his own legs first. Back at, so now it's downtime. We didn't do downtime right the first time. Where do y'all want to go for downtime?
There's a lot of downtime stuff in general, but it still seems kind of calm, so you probably don't really need to mess with entanglement yet.
Yeah, I didn't read Entanglement. I'm so sorry. I've been so busy this week.
Well, I have 5 stress.
Yes,
So I
so
think I need to work some of this off.
how are you gonna work it off? The forest is safe now, so you can start chopping. You can chop bamboo and train in the forest.
No, I think I'm gonna indulge my vice.
Okay. What is your vice again?
My vice is I am obligated to support my family from afar.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna send some money via Western Union or whatever.
I think they're here in the city, just I don't see them.
Ah. So
Who
you
knows why?
you go visit your family. I don't have any pogs for them.
Don't go
I'm
visit
sorry.
them.
Oh.
Surviving them from afar.
Ah.
I know they are.
So you're gonna subtract some sen or some coin to help your family.
Yes.
Okay.
Like a basket with like some food and like some money.
Okay.
But when they get it, no one's there.
All right, that will heal. Let's say 3 stress. Because I don't.
It's actually a roll. What's this roll? Let me look at the.
Yeah, please look at
The
it. I'm
roll
sorry.
It's a reverse resistance roll rather than gaining stress. You clear stress, so
So I guess it's no bonus dice.
the effectiveness of your indulgence depends on your character's worst attribute rating. It's their weakest quality. It's the most enthralled device. Make an attribute roll using your character's lowest attribute rating.
I mean, it'd be what attributes?
I think that it's insight, prowess, resolve. So I guess you just.
Okay, then it'd be 1, I guess.
Yeah. So 1d. Oh, wow. Nice.
Oh no, it would be. I should have been on 1 dice then, I guess, because it did automatically. So it should be 4. I'd take the lower one.
Okay, 4. So you clear 4 dice and you overindulge. So you spend way more than you thought, and you actually put yourself a little in the red, helping your family this month. But you clear 4 stress.
Oh, that's fine.
Yep. Anybody else want to clear stress or
I'll clear my
get-
stress later, but I'm just gonna go up to Yumi and be like, "Well, that was quite the job.
Yumi, you are
How much
very,
did we
very
get
drunk.
No, actually, I didn't overindulge because I only barked 4 off,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so I'm fine, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're fine. You're still in the black. Sorry. Yumi, Alice, it's you're being spoken to.
All right.
Your character is very drunk and you have just been spoken to.
All right, so what's our pay for this job then?"
That's a good question. Did he? I'm assuming that the coins were not taken from me.
They were not. They're still on you. He is, of course, an honorable man. Wink.
Something about that.
Mhm.
Definitely one of those words. Anyway, I dig it out. We have 2 coin.
All right, not half bad. I suppose that makes up for the second half of things.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose in that case, go get some water. You seem like you need it.
You have to write up if you want to tell the class what you told the thing, but if you could make it kind of we got time if you want to
Well, actually, so she would have told him everything, but I do know what she told him.
Okay, what did she tell him?
She recounted a bit of a story that he would actually probably be, from what I can tell, would be familiar with. It's a kabuki play, only
Okay.
part of it, called The Court Mirror of Ashiado. And specifically, it's the part known as the Fox of Shinoda,
Okay.
which is the story about the mother of the man who is basically the Japanese version of Merlin.
Okay, yeah.
Abe no Seme, whose mother was a kitsune, an Inari fox, and she's just finished the famous poem that the fox wife leaves before she must go back to the forest when everything goes to hell.
Okay.
Which she did explain why she was telling it, but she told it very wistfully, and I will point out that the name of that guy whose mom was a fox is Abe no Seme, and hers is Abe Yumi.
Nice.
And that he was given that name after they figured out that he was a magical fox kid.
Nice.
Yeah, you put 2 and 2 together to get 8.
Yep. So she is their kid. Got it.
She is a descendant of the same family and has some part of her heritage is kitsune in nature. Whether or not she can do any of kitsune magical kind of things is debatable, even to her. She's not entirely sure.
Okay. Got it.
Yep.
I put it in the stuff file. We have too many handouts. All right. So you I'm guessing Sensui that you want your coins so you can go indulge in your vice because you have God knows how much stress right now.
I've only got 4.
I have a lot.
Yeah, everyone else can do their vice first, but gotta get paid first.
Yep. So you get your coin. You get your cut of sen because they also gave you like in-game money, right? But the supernatural coin goes into the stash, I think.
Yeah. And I am definitely I think that Yumi is definitely going to go see Ray.
Okay.
One, because it's been a very bad day and she needs to complain about it. And she's someone who will listen for a very long time. And 2,
listen quietly without ever saying anything. No, go on.
2, she knows that Ray is probably like to know that Ark and company are out of jail.
Yes, she would because she's friends with Ark. I've decided that.
So I think that's what she will use.
So you're over
Lisa
here.
Overcut on.
All right, you pay them. You pay the fee. You go in. Ray talks to you about how she actually likes that all the spirits when they're not murderous. She has a fondness for spirits. She'll tell you, and she kind of hopes that the spirit world and this world stay tied together forever. While you complain about your woes, and go ahead and indulge your vice. Do the same roll. 1 dice. Roll a stat.
It will automatically grab your low stat when you hit it. You just
Yeah.
gotta hit.
So take the lowest result is 3. So you heal 3 stress.
All right.
Nice. I'm glad that it explains it to me so I don't have to read it. Anybody else clearing stress? Asahi, do you have
Yeah,
any?
I should.
Okay, where are you going to clear your stress?
I'm just gonna go shopping.
Well, I don't have
My
a
vice is
shop.
luxury, so yeah, I don't need to go any physical place on the map. I'm just gonna buy like a really nice grip for my pistol because now it's killed something. It's earned it.
You got to bling it up. All right, go ahead and indulge your vice. 4, so you clear 4. Is that the max that you had?
I clear 5,
You take the lowest.
so I overindulge.
Oh,
Your
you
lowest
over-
stat is 2?
Yeah, because I have 2 in insight, 2 in resolve,
Wow.
4 in prowess.
Nice.
Wow. You got a lot of stats.
So you
Wow.
overindulge. So what happens when you
No, not your
overindulge?
lowest. Not it doesn't look for the hunt, study, survey, tinker. It
Yeah,
just looks at insight.
Those have points? I don't see
Yes,
It's just everything
I
in
have
it.
3 dots.
them. Oh, total. Oh.
Yeah, you take your hunt plus your study plus your survey plus your tinker, and that's your insight.
Oh, then I had that way wrong. So yeah, I'll overindulge.
Guess you did overindulge then.
Yep. All right.
So what does overindulge mean?
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna. I mean, we'll look it up later, but it means you spend way too much and you really, really bling it out, and you go into the red, and you spend too much money, and you gain a reputation for being a person who spends a lot of money, and a lot of people start showing up as. In fact, Ark shows up and starts hitting you up for money so that he can play Yumi back.
On the
Yeah,
bright
look
side,
it
you'll
up.
definitely get XP for this.
For
Yep.
overindulge, it says you make a bad call because of your vice in acquiring it or while under its influence. What did you do?
Yep. So
And
I
yeah, I got upselled the hell out of.
mean, you spent way too much money. You probably give Ark a loan, but then you forget. Well, no, you keep meticulous track of that kind of stuff. That's why you gave Kosei the bill.
His bill. Oh damn it! I never got my money from him.
You never did. He escaped again. All right. That's and anybody else want to do anything closing session stuff? Sensui,
If nobody else wants to, then I guess I could.
what do you got?
All right, so we join Sensui again at a mysterious doorway in an unknown location.
Mm-hmm.
She takes out that key from earlier, and she unlocks the door and goes in.
It's completely
Ah.
dark in this room, this velvet room, and then a spotlight pops on, and coiled up there is your snake girlfriend, who smiles at you and says, "Good work, taking care of those Kamiatachi."
Thanks. Though I do regret to inform you, I don't have that many wounds to lick this time around. These jobs haven't been particularly dangerous as of late, but I don't have a good feeling about upcoming ones.
I will take you in whatever condition you in. You know that.
All right. So, let me just...
And then you hear the slither as she coils around you, and then we fade to black. And you get 2. You reduce 2 stress as her fangs sink into you, and she eats you alive. No.
It's not a vor thing.
It's not a board thing. It's not a kink thing. No. Nice, cool, awesome snake lady. Okay. That ends the session. Wow, I thought this was gonna. I didn't think you guys were gonna roll as well as you did. Thank you so much for playing Blades in the Dark with me. I'm gonna read these effing rolls. Thank you so
Yeah,
much
do
for.
XP real quick.
Oh yeah, let's do XP.
Oh, yes.
All right.
So let's see. Nobody rolled desperate, I believe, right?
No desperate. Oh wait,
Oh,
yes.
okay, you did do it.
And I
You did
marked
go
it
through
again.
desperate. All right. So I did address a challenge with knowledge or arcane power. I
You
spotted
did.
a thing that was about to stab me.
It did, and it cut you pretty bad, but you're getting healed right now.
I did tracking and violence because I set a trap.
That's true. You did do that.
And I started my vice by overindulging.
You did do that as well.
That's all I did.
Did you use your background for a thing?
I did. I was mean to Rao, even though I was just bringing in a person needed help.
That's true. You
And I
were.
left those legs as clinic.
Yep, those legs were still there when you showed up. By the way, he wasn't exactly sure what to do with them.
Last XP this time. I marked that.
Yep.
He just sees his own chopped off legs. He's like, oh.
How about you, Hijikata?
I only got one from using violence.
No, you shot. You tried problems twice. You shot several times, so you shoot two there.
It was
You
the
shot
same.
first one,
Ops-
and then
or
you shot
same-
the one later.
It says Mark II if that item occurred multiple times.
Yep.
Okay.
Actually,
You just cast two.
would you get an XP? Because I helped out using arcane power. I had a charm.
Yeah. I would
That
say
might
get
be-
XP for that,
That's
and
like your beliefs and stuff. 'Cause
and
it's-
also. I would say you used your background even though you didn't roleplay with Rao because Rao showed you respect for your Shinsengumi past. So you used your
That's
background
not
with
something
Rao.
I'm really open about, though. I don't. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well then, never mind. He showed you respect as a citizen instead of as a scoundrel like Kalari because you're not a dirty foreigner.
How dare you?
Like, Rao has no respect for Kalari or Yumi because they're foreigners. Yumi's a foreigner because she's a spirit.
You address the challenge of violence or coercion. Yes.
Yes. Multiple times.
You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
I mean,
Does
you're
bullying one of my clients into paying their bill count as my lawyer background?
You didn't.
Yes.
Yes. You didn't actually get the money, but you attempted to do it, so you'll
I
get
was
that.
gonna make a roll and you told me not to.
Things went to hell. It was too chaotic at that point in time.
And struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. I did overindulge. And
Yep.
now I have a gold-plated pistol, which is fucking worthless.
It's a Desert Eagle now. It's the most useless. It's anachronistic and completely useless. What about you?
It's the Dirty Harry Magnum, the most powerful handgun alive, or whatever the fuck.
Oh no! It's the gun with the pistol with the really really long barrel from the from the Batman movie. You know the one.
How many stupid guns can we come up with?
All right, Alice. What about you? What about your XPs?
Let's see. So, I definitely used deception and/or influence.
Yep, you did that twice at least.
Express beliefs, drives, heritage.
You did that when you lost when you failed that roll with the constable.
I did clue that guy into something about what I might or may not be. And I don't think did I struggle with issues for my vice?
Yes, because you
You did
indulged in
drink.
your
He
license.
did get really super drunk. Okay, so I'm gonna say yes.
Yep. So that's
Might level up next time.
yeah. You might level up next time. Did we do everybody? Kalari, we did you. Yeah. All right. Well, then that's that. Woo.
That's fun.
Yeah. I was hoping the session would last a little longer, but I think we're good. All right. I'm gonna stop streaming now. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.